So Jason, this next one, I specifically chose to keep it in its audio format because I think the message that Billy in Houston has to say is very important. So here we go.
Hey guys, this is Billy in Houston, longtime listener, first time caller. Love the show. You guys offer great advice. Jason, you might be a little too hard on Chris sometimes, but my question is, now that average position has been sunsetted and most accounts that I'm seeing have only the absolute top and the impression share top percentage columns added, how are you guys managing your campaigns and accounts without the average position? Thank you. I'll take my question off the air.
So professional. Jason?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not going to engage on that one. But Chris, so this is Billy in Houston and average position. So the first thing I would say, Billy, is Sugarland, 2 words. It's 2 words. It's a nice suburb of Houston to the southwest. As I understand it, it's a little bit upper income, I believe, the Southwest.
Oh, yeah.
Sugarland. Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure that's right. But yeah, Billy, in Houston, I would say first that you made it sound like you're not seeing average position at all. If I'm still able to add it into accounts right now, they're not putting they're not putting it in as a default column. But if you go to your columns and you go to competitive metrics or competition or something like that, wherever they house search impression share, I also have the option to add average position still.
It's the very last one is where it's at. Yeah.
So you're still able to add it in there. And so that's what I'm doing. But as far as what I'm planning to do once that's gone, I don't have a plan. I think it's ridiculous that they're phasing that out. I wish, I don't see anything wrong with just leaving it in there as a column that you could add if you wanted it. And I rely so heavily on it that I don't have a plan right now. That's just the honest truth. Now, if they really do take it fully away, I'll just have to make do with this absolute impression share at the top and absolute impression share in the top of the page. And we'll have to figure it out. That's what we're going to have to go on. But until then, I'm going to keep using it just like I use it every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I completely agree. I think there's some things that are just, whether you talk about Google AdWords or anything. I mean, whether you're talking about banking or government or Google Ads, once you give someone something, a feature, a benefit, something like that, you don't take it away for no reason. I mean, there might be some internal reason, but for us as managers, for us as users of the system,
or take it away from every new manager or every new account that comes online and make it hard to find as a column to add. But why can't you just leave it in there as an option to add?
Just leave it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's my point.
Replace it automatically with something else,
please,
but still allow it there. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be a sad day. I remember the sad day we had a couple of years ago when we lost version 1 of Google AdWords, and now we're in Google Ads. But there's still some sun in the sky after that sad day. So maybe they have something super exciting for us. But
and by the way, Chris, I would just say, as I envision how I'm going to do things going forward, I probably don't see myself always adding absolute impression share top of page, absolute impression share very top. I don't see myself adding those columns and then looking at that and trying to process all that data each time I want to make a bidding decision. I am probably just going to more so maybe throw in the click share impression, which we talked about on a PST a while ago, page search trivia. I might throw that in there, and then I'm just going to focus on cost per click. And I'm going to basically do what I do with average position, just without average position. I'm going to look at my cost per click. I'm going to look at my budget, and I'm going to go, oh, am I spending all of my budget? Then let me lower my bids a little bit and see if I can get more clicks for the same budget and see what happens. And then if I'm not able to spend the full budget, then I'll go, oh, I need to raise them back up. So that's how I foresee myself doing things, Chris, is I'm just going to go off of, am I spending the full budget, cost per click? and focusing on my cost per conversion. But it's kind of going to be like driving. Like basically when you first start driving, like you have the driving instructor next to you, you feel safe. That's the average position. But if they're not in the car anymore, after a while, you know how to drive. And I feel like I know how to manage bids, even if I don't see that average position. I can almost do it on feel at this point. So that's probably where I'll be going.
I will say one thing. Be sure and stick around for the very last of the episode, because today's Google Ads trivia question, our paid search trivia question, is my question to Google to Jason, and I have a solution, but I don't want to give away the answer to the question. But be sure and stick around, Billy, because I might have an answer for you, but I can't share it yet.
Hey, Billy, or don't, or don't. How about that?
Or don't, or leave now. Just delete the podcast.
If you're gonna come on here and say I'm too hard on Chris, when if you guys knew a fraction of the things this little cookie cutter little boy says off air, and not everything's the way it seems. That's all I'll say. So.